What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to WeSibs, West Coast, East Coast siblings. You know what time it is. We have episode 2 of Cursed, starring Catherine Langford on Netflix. So you know the drill by now. We're going to talk about the 3 biggest takeaways from the episode. But of course, first, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell as we grow this community. And let's get into it. So episode 2 really slows things down. It wasn't a filler episode by any means, but it definitely wasn't as action-packed and in-your-face as episode 1. So rolling right into takeaway number 1, that's kind of what this episode is about, getting to know Nim. So we found out some things about her past and her childhood. She was attacked by one of the dark gods. The scar on her back, the 3 bear marks, are a reminder of that all the time. She seems pretty embarrassed of it. It kind of sparkles, though. I mean, scars don't really sparkle. Then again, vampires don't sparkle either. We're just in a sparkly world now. We also come to find out that she was bullied as a child, and that was referenced to or alluded to in episode 1, but we kind of got to see more about her childhood. We got to see her as a very young child, and then we got to see her as kind of a preteen, and then her teenage years, each time being bullied and each time relying on the hidden ones to come to her aid when the vines come up on her face. One thing that they haven't really nailed down, and it's a little inconsistent as far as just me watching the first 2 episodes, is does she know how to use her powers fully, or is she still coming into them? Is she still understanding how they work? For instance, she can do small party tricks like what she did with the dice in the first episode, and her powers definitely seem to manifest when she's in a situation where she's scared or being threatened or attacked, but it doesn't seem like she uses them that often, and I don't know if it's because they're draining. Morgan Le Fay, at least in most of the iterations of the stories that I can recall, she had no problem pretty much using her enchantments whenever she willed. At the same time, it seems like Nim is using it a little bit more sparingly, and of course that could be due to budget, but again, this is a pretty big budget show. So yeah, I guess we'll have to wait until a little bit later to get some clarification on just how comfortable she is with using her powers. Certainly she has no idea what kind of tag team she can do with the sword and her powers, as her mother probably did and said that the sword needed to get to Merlin as soon as possible. But from there, I'm going to move into big takeaway number 2, which is Merlin, the Widow, and the Sword of the First King. So the Widow, who's a new character that's introduced, confronts Merlin as he's wandering around and tells him, listen, you told us that the Sword of the First Kings, in this case Excalibur, was destroyed. And Merlin says he thought that it was. When he was speaking truthfully as far as he knew. It was destroyed. He also says the sword is the reason that he no longer has magic. Also, quick thing from the episode before, Merlin is responsible in this telling of the story for the verbiage, the famous verbiage with the sword and the stone of power, and you know, he who be worthy, you know. So make sure you remember this. Merlin is now planning to destroy the Excalibur sword, making good on his statement that the sword was destroyed. He's going to be using the Fey fires. Now, this fire is apparently mostly extinct, and the only way to get it is to get it from a collector. And so Merlin is now planning to steal it from a collector who has this Fey fire, along with the help of the Widow, who seems to want to help him because it seems like it's in both of their best interests. So from there, guys, big takeaway number 3, and possibly the biggest takeaway from the episode, Arthur has stolen the sword. He's stolen the Sword of Power from Nim, and guys, as soon as I saw him pick it up, I was like, okay, this is King Arthur. I'm now leaning mostly sure that's who this person is, and it's not just a haha made you look. Now, obviously, this is going to cause a rift between Nim and Arthur, and the only way I could see this guy not being the real King Arthur is if that rift causes Nim to straight up just kill him in order to get the sword back. So the episode actually ends with him carrying the sword off into the wilderness to give it to somebody or to claim some kind of fame for himself. He saw that he couldn't buy it, and so he just stole it. I'm like, at least leave her some coins so she can come find you and kill you. So that's the cliffhanger that we're left with for the next episode. So that's going to be the point of confrontation that we'll probably be seeing in the next episode or shortly thereafter, as Nim is not going to be too happy about it. But yeah, guys, that's going to be our 3 big takeaways from episode 2 of Cursed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. I'd love to chat it up with you guys. And those King Arthur buffs, let me know down in the comments things that I might be missing. I'd love to shout you guys out in the comments. Be sure to like the video if you're liking the video and enjoying them. That lets me know to keep churning them out for you guys. The more you hit that like button and share, the faster I'll probably be getting these episodes out. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Also, if you're feeling awesome, check out our sister channel, the La Quente Ledger. Links to everything will be down in the description below. Did I say subscribe? Make sure you subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and I'll probably see you tomorrow. Peace!